He's okay.
Where yellow roses bloom.
Going?
Good, Bill. Good.
So let's start this way and give names, please.
I wanted to say my name is David.
Murray.
Mike.
Gian, Bill.
Jean Bill, or just
Jean Bill.
Jean, comma, Bill? Now, when
went to school
was
together.
I was going to bring that up.
joke.
Don't, shush. This is the first time we've met. Anyway, when was the last time you were here? So I know that you're very good friends of Much Music. You've been here a lot.
We were forcibly removed about a year and a half ago from the building. We haven't been in since.
It's been a while then.
Yeah.
Because obviously you've been hard at work.
That's right. Yeah, we were touring in the States and in the UK for about a year and a half. Hello. And since January, we've been working on the new album. We recorded it in March, April, and it came out last week.
And this is it.
There it is right there.
Now, the album is called Wood, and I read somewhere that wood is a good word to describe the album. There's a feel of wood. No, what does that mean?
Well, wood resonates to make sound in acoustic instruments, so that's one angle. Wood just grows out of the ground like we did. That's another angle.
Speak for yourself, Dave.
And we recorded it in a very wooded area as well. So
In the woods.
In the woods, in fact. So there's all this stuff going on.
We wanted to call it Into the Woods, but we thought Sondheim might have some trouble with that. So.
Now, people are also making... Yeah. Duh. Okay, now people are also making a big deal about the fact that there's guitars on this record. Like, no record...
Such as the last one.
And vocals, actually.
They didn't think
It's a
we'd do
big
two
stick
albums in a row with guitars.
Is it because they're perhaps a little bit heavier, electric-sounding guitars that people are talking about?
There's maybe a little bit more electric than the last album. There's no bona fide a cappella songs, but still four-part harmonies, the centerpiece of everything that's going on. There's a bit more band arrangement.
Yeah,
which is
more
fine.
drums.
There's more instrumentation, and because we've always played instruments. You knew us when we played instruments.
Well, I don't know what they're talking about. We don't. I don't know these guys.
This is like Kreskin. I've never met you. Is that correct?
Totally like Kreskin, because Kreskin's always met the person, and like they used to go to high school again. Anyway, we used to play instruments, and then when we started the group, we were just as Moxie Fruvis, we were just singing, on the streets. We started as buskers, and a lot of our album was singing. So people don't really know us as instrumentalists, and this album is quite instrumental. I mean, there's lots of vocals, as Mike said, but we almost have people sort of saying, "Who's playing the instruments?" And it's we are.
Well, you're going to be hitting the road actually real soon in Winnipeg, July 8th and 9th.
This weekend.
Back in Toronto, July 28th, Guelph, July 30th, Edmonton, Alberta, and Canmore, Alberta, the 4th, and then the 6th and 7th, and back to Ontario. A couple of folk festivals I see slated there.
Yeah.
Are there such things as folk purists that get frightened at the electric guitars?
There are 3, but they've been removed. No, the folk scene is great for us because we're as much a folk band as we are a pop band, and our music and maybe even our image doesn't fit really well with a lot of radio stations across Canada. So it's good for us to hit the folk festivals and get to an audience that that has sort of given up on a lot of mainstream media anyway.
Folk also means a wide variety. I mean, the Winnipeg Folk Festival, which we're doing this weekend, which we're really excited about because it's always this massive variety of
jazz,
music
it's
from all over
blues,
the world,
it's,
even the Canadian acts are quite varied. It's not just this sort of stereotypical conception of folk music,
Protest singers.
Yeah, but we love those folk festivals. We're also doing July 18th, I was going to say a big show in Toronto at the Bathurst Street Theatre.
Okay. So anybody in the Southern Ontario area, you can know where to find them. Now, before we get to the video, we really have to talk about the video, the brand new one, because it needs a little bit of a setup.
We have
but
to
first,
prepare people.
It's true, Jean, Murray, and I. Well, actually, you two guys were like 2 or 3 years ahead of me. I didn't know you.
The 5 of us went to the same high school. That's the hidden
Thornley
secret
Secondary,
in this
Thornhill,
interview.
Ontario. And I remember Jean and I were in the same hockey team in grade 8. Grade 7, I remember him coming into
the same hockey team where I used to get taken off the ice on a stretcher every game.
Anyway, and I remember Jean and Murray had a band back in high school, 1986 I think it was. Can we play a little bit of it? It's
If you
queued
want,
up.
sure.
It's queued up, John.
Go for it.
Okay, this is John and Murray's New Wave days back in 1986. The group is called Tall New Buildings.
There's Murray.
Who's that
That's
guy?
not me.
That guy's gone now. That guy's gone now.
This is where he gets fried.
I'll tell you where
I
I
see
where
John
I
and
am.
Murray.
It's not me.
There's John. There he is.
There's John dancing. I'm on bass.
There's Murray on the very
God,
side.
my shoes.
They're nice.
1986 that was, I guess.
That's 1986.
He hasn't danced like that for about 4 years. I miss it a bit.
Tall, and the group
I
is,
was
the
12.
group is called Tall New Buildings.
Yeah.
There's nice fish in the background.
Good
Kicking
memories.
out the funk.
Gotta talk
Kicking out-
about this video. On one hand, for me watching it the first time, seeing four guys in stilettos is funny. It's very humorous. It's theatrical. But the subject matter is very heavy.
dark, yeah.
Very, very dark, very heavy.
Sort of tied to the song.
Yeah, it's the opening track on our album and as well the first single.
Well put, Mike.
It's called Down From Above, and it's a song written about a cult experience. In effect, at the time that it was written, I was reading a lot about Le Temple Solar and the Branch Davidians and the Moonies as well, various cults, and they all share this method of indoctrination and identity breakdown that they perpetrate on their victims, and the song just kind of came out of that. So we sat down and said, and the band arrangement has a very hypnotic kind of mysterious quality to it, so we wanted to make a video that was fair to that kind of feel. And in doing that, we didn't want to do a lip sync video. We didn't want to try to say a journalistic kind of, this is what cults are about, because we don't feel, we would be able to do that. So instead, we took a fairly fantastic approach, an impressionistic approach. It's not linear. You don't exactly know where this video is taking place or what exactly is happening, but it's kind of a fantastic, almost Alice in Wonderland approach to an indoctrination session.
There is a narrative to it as well. I mean, there is a person who becomes indoctrinated by the four of us. We're the cult figures, and we take this sort of doll-like person in, and well, the viewer can see what happens after that.
It should be noted it was directed by Lisa Mann, our good friend, and we had a fabulous time sitting down with her and bouncing images back and forth and creating it.
Part of it also, Bill, is when we were just standing over there before the interview, you were sort of going, well, what is it? And there's we had a real desire to do something iconoclastic or something that isn't just a commercial for the song. We really didn't
Short
want to do
film.
just playing in front of the camera again. And so, yeah, we see it as we had this concept, and we thought, let's run with it, and hopefully people will tolerate it.
Okay. Well, the single's Down From Above, the album Wood, the band Moxie Fruvis. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bill. There's the video right here.
Oh, cool.